Hello my bookworms, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sydney, and today's video will be another reading vlog, but with a challenge and surprise little element. Hey, what's up? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me for a little bit. I guess maybe it's not a surprise because most likely it is somewhere in the title and or thumbnail. But hey, what's up? Barbie comes out this week. So does Oppenheimer. And though I do love Cillian Murphy with my entire heart, Peaky Blinders is one of my favorite shows in the world. I must side with the Barbie movie. Really excited about it. And that being said, we will be tying in Barbie themes within this vlog while also invoking a challenge for myself, a reading and writing challenge. The month has been a little bit hectic. It got off to a very slow start in terms of productivity of reading, editing, and like filming. Top-notch productivity. I mean, I put out quite a few videos this month as well as exclusive content for the greenhouse, but my page count is suffering a little bit. So what we're doing today is a 24 and 72 hour challenge. I know a lot of people do the 24 and 48-hour challenge. I don't think that's attainable. I don't think that it's a possible thing for me. And the biggest thing is that I know myself. I'm accepting that I would probably fail that challenge. So we're doing 24 and 72, which means that I am challenging myself to either read or write for 24 hours total in 3 days, which is 72 hours. If you think about it per day, that is 8 hours per day of being productive. These 24 hours are not continuous. Whenever I am sitting down and reading or listening to an audiobook or writing some of my novel, I will have a timer going using the Forest app, which is really cute. For every session of productivity you use, you grow a tree, and I have a lemon tree and it's very cute. So I'll be keeping track of my productivity using that app, and hopefully over the course of 3 days, I reach 24 hours total. Phenomenal. But I want 24 to be the benchmark. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to 24 hours and see how much I can actually accomplish. That's the challenge. Now you're probably wondering, where does Barbie even come into this? Like, what do you mean, Sydney? Make it make sense. And let me just tell you, I've purchased some things that we are going to figure out and do together at some point in this vlog when I need a break from reading or writing that are specific types of Barbie themed, just an attempt to do something fun, just to take a break from the productivity and be a silly goose and get excited for the movie coming out, you know? And that being said, welcome to day one of the vlog. It is Wednesday, which this vlog will be taking place over the course of Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, because I work on Friday. Now, like previously mentioned, it is the goal to do about 8 hours of productivity every single day. I'm going to bet that I'm going to have to make tomorrow more than 8 hours because I got a slow start this morning. Per my little Forest app, I've planted 6 trees so far, and this has amassed to almost 3.5 hours of productivity, and it is 3:30 in the afternoon. But it's fine, we're doing great. The book that I am actually in the middle of right now is A Court of Silver Flames. It's the one that is Nesta and Cassian. I think this is technically book 5 if we're counting Frost and Starlight. I think I've read a little over 200 pages so far today, which is great, and also cleaned and organized the majority of my downstairs. But now I'm gonna sit on the couch and read until Caleb gets home, and then we'll take Avi out and, you know, do our normal evening things. But that's the plan right now, is to just, you know, sit down and continue to be productive and do my best. Regardless, welcome to the vlog. I'm so excited to have you here. Hopefully all of this goes well and I can actually win a challenge in the time that I allotted. Have faith in me, please. I need the support. coming in to check in for the last time of today. I just realized I didn't have my phone with me to tell you the total hours of productivity of the day, but I do know that I read almost 300 pages today, which I'm proud of regardless. It says I focused for 5 hours and 39 minutes today, which is nothing to scoff at. Here's what my little forest looks like today. We'll see if I can plant even more trees tomorrow. A Court of Silver Flames right now, I am really enjoying getting to know more about Nesta and seeing her backstory a little bit more and understanding her character, because in the previous books, you know, I mean, she's not a likable character and I sure did not like her. So I'm enjoying being in her head and seeing the growth that she's going through after what happened in A Court of Wings and Ruin. Well, and her entire life, but like also at the end of that book. And I also looked it up. I don't think they count A Frost and Starlight as a book. So this is actually technically book 4, which I found out recently, like 3 hours ago. There's a B plot going on right now with Feyre and Rhysand. It was really interesting and I'm enjoying, I think I'm most excited to see what's gonna happen with the B plot. And not because it's Feyre and Rhys, but just because I feel like it's the most interesting at the moment. Not to say that I'm bored with what's going on with Nesta and Cassian, because I'm not. I mean, the enemies to lovers is great. I'm enjoying the tension, the angst, the romance, the smut. You know, I'm here for a good time. And the book is giving me the fantasy romance vibes that I like. And I feel like that's all I asked for and that's what I'm getting. Obviously, I can't talk about too much of what's going on considering it's book 4 in the series. But with all of that being said, I will most definitely finish that book tomorrow, which I'm excited about. And then I would assume that we would have more hours that we needed to be productive with tomorrow. So I'll probably be starting another book as well, which is also very exciting. I was actually kind of looking forward to reading before bed, but I decided to do the welcome letters that I send out for new bookworms that join the greenhouse. I needed to get the next batch out, so I decided to just do that for the evening, which I feel good having that done. Those will go out tomorrow. And now it's almost 11:30 at night. And I was like, well, I'm still not tired. Like I could stay up and read more. So I was going to do that. But then I remembered that we actually have to get up at like 6 a.m. tomorrow because we have to go to the BMV and then also USPS because we have to get our new licenses as well as apply for our passports, which is exciting, but it can't be pushed off any longer. Like now that my name is legally changed, I have to change it everywhere else. And this is the first step. So we have to do it. We're doing it tomorrow. And if you have been following the governmental woes that I've been going through regarding this situation, then you know that we've tried this already before. And I'm really hoping that we have better luck tomorrow. So stay tuned and I'll see you bright and early in the morning. Stuck behind a city bus, so we'll be slow moving for right now. Caleb and I successfully went to the BMV and USPS and got our licenses, passports, and I renewed my registration, which is very exciting. A lot of things got done this morning that have been needing to get done, so it feels good to have them done. And now I can spend the rest of the day reading and being productive, maybe writing a little bit. We'll see where the day takes us. It is now 11 a.m. and we have a lot to catch up on. In terms of productivity hours, today's supposed to be my like catch-up day since yesterday I got a late start, and it looks like I'm gonna get a late start today as well, obviously, because most of my morning was spoken for because of said errands. So it is 11 a.m. on the dot now. I'm almost home. I'll probably take Avi on a little stroll while listening to my audiobook, and I'll probably check in after that. Court of Silver Flames is going well. I mean, I chatted about it a little bit last night. It's nothing like crazy. It's not blowing my mind or anything, but it's definitely enjoyable. You know, it's a fun series. It's a fun world to be in. So I'm just here for a good time, and that's what I'm having. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying it, and I will definitely finish it today. Every time I've said that in a vlog, I have never actually finished the book that day. I don't think I've successfully done that more than like 5 times total, and I've said that a lot. So hopefully, no, I will be finishing it today because I literally have to. With how many hours of productivity I have to do today, there's no way that I won't finish it. So I feel like I'm safe to actually say I hope to finish it. I will finish it today. So yeah, I'm gonna go get Avi and we're gonna go on a stroll and we'll catch up later. best Barbie activity? Like, what even is this idea? I don't know. Caleb and I brainstormed for so long a couple weeks ago on how to incorporate Barbie themes into a reading vlog, and this is what we came up with. So up until now, this vlog has been pretty normal, right? Well, it's about to not be normal. First and foremost, I have finished A Court of Silver Flames, but before we talk about it and unbox my fairy loot, we are going to we're gonna tap into our Barbie personas and become one of them, all right? Mildly. I have a budget for these things. What I have done is go through the history of Barbies created and chosen some from like the best sellers list and ones that I just feel like would be easy to impersonate, vibe off of, if you will, with what materials I have. I had a very small budget for this video, like just because I didn't want to spend much money on it. So for the first Barbie that we are embodying, all right, it is totally hair Barbie. Apparently she is like the best seller. Like she is the one that has sold the most in history. And though I do have like mildly long hair, it wasn't enough. Plus this is Barbie themed. I wanted to do something pink. I did used to have pink hair at one point in my life and I really loved it. So naturally, what did I choose in order to embody this Barbie? Pink hair extensions. Yes, these are extensions, not a pink ferret in a tube of plastic. I think these were like $14 on Amazon, so my expectations are very low, but we are going to open this up, put them on, just for fun. Ooh, I don't like how that felt. Why is there a hairnet on it? I guess maybe to keep it all intact. I don't like how this feels. Oh, it feels like really real. It's like making my tummy uncomfortable. I mean, this color is beautiful. It really, really is. I'm impressed for $14. Obviously, I wasn't going to spend a lot of money on these, and I did want a specific pink color. So this was the one that I chose, and the longest length they had was 20 inches. So I have no idea, like, I think it should go to like, my hair's longer. Okay, well, we'll make it work. Okay, so I have one, two, oh, a big one, three, oh, two big ones. Okay, so, all right, I need a hairbrush. All right, so let's grab half of my hair, do a little twisty-do. Yes, that is a technical term. Hoping for the best. Oh, okay, felt that one go in. Ow. I don't know, sure. All right, let's do this next one. Is this stupid? This is stupid, isn't it? I'm literally just doing my best. This is why I bought pink, because I feel like it looks good on me. Don't look yet. It doesn't look good right now. Mildly have them in. Okay, wait, it actually doesn't look bad. It looks bad here. It didn't look bad in the mirror. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look terrible. Right? My head feels heavy. I'd say that's good enough. I'm kind of into it. Let's talk about Court of Silver Flames, shall we? This book was good. It was fine. It was so long though. Now again, I will not go into spoilers because this is technically book 4 in the series. And the only reason that I mood read it is because this next Friday, I was actually invited by a group of friends that live here in the city to a Night in Valaris party. And at this party, they're going all out. Like every single person is supposed to represent a court. And I was bestowed the absolute power of embodying the Court of Nightmares. Yes, nightmares. Because we needed enough courts for the amount of people going, so there is a Court of Dreams and then, or the Court of Dreams? I think so. Whatever. So I am the Night Court / Court of Nightmares, which I couldn't be happier about. But I needed to have been caught up on this series in order to adequately have normal conversations, try to have normal conversations with people I don't know. So I had to read it so that I could avoid any spoilers, because I'm assuming that all of these other people have read all of them. And I don't know, yes, I am anxious about it and we will see how it goes. But, so I have now finished A Court of Silver Flames, and I know I talked about how I feel a little bit up till this point, but the story was just intriguing enough to make me actually want to sit through or at least listen to all of these pages that you see here. But I will say that it really only got exciting in the last 100 pages, and that is a lot of hundreds to get to the last 100. I was content, but I wasn't excited until the last 100 pages. The narrative surrounding Nesta and her growth does a really good job at, you know, talking about depression without actually talking about depression. It is quite obvious that she is a very troubled, damaged, traumatized person who went through a lot and is trying to grow from it, but goes through these bouts of depression where she really doesn't want to be here anymore. And the book does a pretty good job at kind of turning it on its head and showing her growth and showing the reader, who also might be struggling with depression, that it really can and does get better, even for someone like Nesta Archeron, you know what I'm saying? So like the mental health aspect, like I liked it, but I do think it still could have been done better. I do think things were done going well with her finding solace in a new group of friends and, you know, exercising, moving her body, doing all the things that happened in this book. So the mental health aspect, or that point of the story of the main character Nesta, it was good. I think it could have been better, but it was good. The star of the book was obviously Cassian. Love him with my entire heart. What a great brute male he is. One thing that I don't know if anyone else will agree with me on, and I would love to know if anyone does agree with me, but the way that Feyre was written in this book was like really different. Like, I don't remember her being so like queenly and not arrogant, but like put together so nicely than she was described in this book. Like, maybe it was described that way because that's how Nesta sees her and it's from Nesta's point of view, but it was just a little bit jarring for me. Like, I don't remember Feyre being so queenly. And I know that like a lot has happened and she's grown a lot since the first book, but I do think that it was different. I think it was different than even A Court of Wings and Ruin. It's not a bad thing. I just thought it was a tad noteworthy. And that's really all I have to say about it, because the biggest point that I have is that it was good, but the last 100 pages were great. In terms of ratings, I'm kind of stuck between like a 3.5 and a 4. I don't know whether I will give it a 3 or a 4 on Goodreads and like round down or round up, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to just sit with it for a little bit and see where it ends up in the coming hours, days, and then I'll put like my final review on Goodreads. But yeah, I'm happy that I read it. I'm happy that it's done. It sounds kind of negative, but I don't mean it that way. It's been kind of a looming thing on my bookshelf, book stack, I guess I should say, and I'm happy that I read it. And we can move on to another book, which I will introduce soon. I still don't really know what I'm going to choose. These hurt my head, all right? I'm not having a good time. I don't know how anyone successfully wears these extensions. All right, so now we have this Fairy Loot unboxing. I already know what the book is because I peeked at the card that is in it, but I don't know what the book looks like. So here's the card. It is Eternal Power is this month's theme. And let us see this book together, shall we? Oh, these sprayed edges are beautiful. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I look absolutely unhinged and absurd. This is great. Okay. The book is Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong, which, one second, this is the original cover of the book, which I also really love. I think it's beautiful, but holy shit, this book is stunning. I am obsessed with these colors and these sprayed edges. Oh my goodness. Look at those lanterns and below. It's like a little bit watercolory. It's not as like perfect and crisp lines, but it obviously matches the vibe of this cover. And the naked hardback. Oh, very fun. Wow. Absolutely beautiful. I love how dramatic this is. And it's a reversible dust jacket. Okay, very cool. The inside, so the alternate cover looks like this, like super badass. You see that little Kit Kat over here too by my pinky? Wow, wow. And on the back of the main cover, it says, tear down a lover, rebuild the kingdom. And there are some numbers that are, I don't know if you'll be able to see them on the actual camera. You can see it kind of glinting here, but it's 57 and 86. I don't know what those numbers mean, but I'm sure I will find out. Very fun. Inside of the covers, obviously there's going to be some illustrations, and then this one as well. Wow, very fun. Love that. Chloe Gong has the cutest signature I think I've ever seen. I'm really excited about that. I love how different this cover is compared to the original one. I feel like sometimes the covers of special editions are like the same, but just like a little bit different. And this is like a completely different cover, and I think that's really fun. The only way to win is to survive. Well, cool. I'm excited about that. That's super fun. And then I didn't show you, but there was a little print in here as well, which is very cute. And a little note from Chloe Gong, personalized to me. I'm just kidding, it's totally not. It's just to Fairy Loot subscribers. So me. I need to get this shit off my head. So the conclusion is Totally Hair Barbie is not for me. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh, this was already like off of my head. Awesome. Real talk though, these are actually really nice. I can put the link to them down in the description if you guys want. Maybe I will. They actually feel pretty good. They don't look like glossy fake hair, if you know what I'm saying. It actually could look real, I think, in the right light. But for $14, like you can't go wrong. That's it. This isn't coming off my head. I'm gonna go work on getting these off and also work on finding out what book I'm gonna read next, because we still got a lot of hours of productivity to get through today, my friends. I have chosen what book I'm going to be reading, and I could not be more excited. I just happened to remember that I have the arc for Starling House by Alex E. Harrow, and I absolutely love her, and I love her books so much. I'm so excited for this one to come out, which I'm so over the moon excited that I have, and it seems like exactly what my mind and my soul wants to be reading right now. So this is what I'm choosing. I have my Kindle. I have it all queued up. there it is. And we're gonna get into it like right now. This book was supposed to come out on Halloween this year, but I think the publication date got bumped up to October 3rd, which is super exciting. And all I know about this one before jumping into it is that it is described as a contemporary gothic fairy tale with this like gothic house called Starling House. And I think that it has some like malicious intent, or like some spooky things are happening within the city because of this house and things surrounding it. So we're just gonna get into it. I'm gonna learn a little bit more and I will come back and update you again. But I just wanted to let you know that I successfully got the pink hair out of my hair. I have a mild headache and I'm starting this book and I'm really excited. So I'll come back later. Taking off and I'm putting on.
Hello.
Oh, I just sat on our dog's face. Excuse me, puppies.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome to Barbie Activity 2.
What are we doing, Sydney? What are we doing, Avi?
We have Avi sleeping in the middle. Oh, yeah, there, you could see her. So that's why we're a little bit farther apart. But okay, so as previously discussed, I've looked up Barbies across the eras. And one that Kayla brought to my attention, actually, was this next one. It was, what was it? Beat It Blast?
Bead Blast Barbie.
Bead Blast Barbie. And
thank you, baby.
he's so sweet.
Yes. Tongue Blast Avi.
Tongue blast. Ew, that sounds.
Yeah, Tongue Blast. I think Tongue Blast actually.
Beep.
All right, Bead Blast Barbie. Let's do it.
Focus.
What is Bead Blast Barbie?
Well, Bead Blast Barbie was one of the most popular Barbies of whatever year it came out. General idea about Bead Blast Barbie was that the packaging came with a little like tool to put beads in your hair as the human, and you could also put beads in the Barbie's hair so you guys could match and, you know, be super cute.
Right.
So our activity for this evening is to become Bead Blast Barbies and Kens. So I have these. Hold on, get your head out of the way. I'm trying to focus on this.
Wow,
So
these are cool.
I have all of these beads.
Look at all these different colors.
I know, they're really fun, actually.
Oh my gosh.
That's annoying. Why is there a green in the red?
Cool,
And I also
right?
bought these little tools and elastic bands to help us. What color do you want?
I will do green. Thank you.
And I will do yellow. How this works is we put the beads in the order that we want them on here to make a stack.
So will it go onto my hair? I'm assuming.
Like, then we put the hair that we want the beads on, pull the hair through here,
Okay.
make a little thing,
Yep.
and then you slide the beads on.
Slide them up. Okay.
And then you can put the rubber band underneath.
I got it. All right, let's do this.
I just watched a TikTok video to know how to use it.
I'm very excited.
Are you?
I am.
I actually am. This top row of beads, these are like really nostalgic. I don't know if you
There's
can
like a
adequately
kiwi.
see, but they're like actually kind of fun. So it turns out a lot of the beads in this pack aren't made for hair, they're just made for
Bracelets.
like very thin thread bracelets, so they can't fit onto this tool. So we were very limited in what bead blast we can blast our hair with.
I know. All right, what's your bead
It's
blast?
okay though, because then we'll also make a bracelet.
What's your bead blast?
My bead blast is,
It's gonna be tricky to see.
it says honey.
Her beads are a little translucent.
Very cute, very cute. Yours is,
Did a couple iterations, but honestly, there's not a lot of letters to choose from.
there really weren't a lot of letters.
I almost thought about doing farts XOXO, but I ended up with Avi XOXO. I don't know if you can see.
Looks great. Good job. Okay, do you want me to do yours and then you
Yes.
Okay.
I can't wait. It's gotta be on my left side.
Okay.
Balance me out,
Okay.
fam.
You want it like kind of towards your front?
Yeah, I want people to see it in Home Depot tomorrow. I just want to disappoint old men tomorrow. That's what I want to do. Hold on. Avi XO.
OXOX.
OXOX. Okay.
Ox.
Ox. This is so fun. It's like a sleepover. Go ahead. I'll hold the
Hold
green.
the heart.
I'll hold the heart. Blast. She's grabbing the front of my freaking, like my bangs. It's not bang blast.
There we go. Oh yeah, we're in business.
Oh, yeah. All right, tie me off.
I didn't open these before.
All right.
I didn't think we'd get this far.
Is that even gonna hold it in place? I have a very active lifestyle.
Aw, shit. Aw.
Well, there you can see it. Let me blast you, dude. Do you want your bang?
I'm gonna go right behind that highlighted part. You see the highlighted?
Yes,
Do right behind
the
it.
strand right behind it.
Yeah. Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kidding me?
You're gonna punch me in the face.
Yeah, some of these beads get
I'm a little
bit-
sweaty. Are you losing it?
No, difficult to do. Because you got all these fancy layers in them.
I don't need your attitude.
I'm just trying to blast off. However much you think you need.
A quarter of it. Blast it.
Oh, good, it's working.
Oh, good. Nice. You're gonna hit me.
What did you say?
Very cute.
Very handsome.
So tough.
Very tough.
While we were doing this, we were cooking our second dinner because ramen didn't fill us and we had a freezer pizza.
I'm a big boy.
Because we're big boys. Are you doing another one? Are you blasting?
Dude, I could just sit here and blast all day. Hey.
So we're gonna eat our second dinner and make a bracelet because I want to use these top row. I'm sad they couldn't be in my hair.
I wanted to use the smiley face, and I'm actually a little. They had these little smiley faces.
Yeah.
Can't see it.
Well, move your face out of the way.
No.
There you go. He's upside down, but they get the idea. We're gonna make a bracelet or two and eat pizza.
Yes.
Just the quickest little update for you since it's almost 11. Oh, it is 11 p.m. Great. And I have to be up at 6 because I work in the morning, but I was just editing for the last 2 hours. 110 minutes I spent editing the footage of this vlog up until now because I'm out of breath. I just came from the basement. Because I'm filming this vlog this week, but I also want to post it on Sunday morning. So I wanted to try to edit as I went this time around so that I can still go to the Barbie movie at 5 p.m. on Saturday and then come home and then, you know, edit the final little bits either that night or Sunday morning before I export and post it. So was just editing a little bit. Avi just got her little nighttime stroll around the backyard. But I just wanted to let you know that today my forest looks pretty good. Pretty full, pretty lush, lots of lemons, which the lemons you grow for the longer times that you spend in a session focused. And today it says I focused for 7 hours and 18 minutes. So more than yesterday, which is good. I was really hoping for that. And now we will see what Saturday holds. Since the last 2 mornings of this vlog were kind of taken away from me, if I do have any time tomorrow during my work day to sit and read, if I actually get a lunch break, I will count that towards my focus goal. Just in efforts to be kind to myself, even though it might be cheating just a little bit. But if I get home after work tomorrow and I do feel like I have some energy to edit a little bit more or read a little bit again at break or in the evening, I'll probably count it. Because realistically, doing the BMV and getting our passports took up probably like 5 hours of my day today. So I think that that time is fair play to utilize on my work day if I can. So I'm gonna possibly allow that for myself. But yeah, going to finish getting ready for bed and I will see you so soon. It is now Saturday, Barbie movie day, if you could tell. I have 2 shirts lined up for today. This one I wore to our friend's house. They were having a little like pop-up home coffee shop, which was really cute. They just invited like all of our friends to come by, and they had a little bar with homemade pastries, mimosas, lattes, cappuccinos, all the things. And it was super cute. So we went and did that for about an hour because we had to come home and be home before 10 because I'm starting reading sprints for the readathon that I'm hosting on my Patreon for this whole weekend. And those start at 10. So we have about 5 minutes until it commences. But the shirt that I'm wearing to the Barbie movie tonight, which I'm really excited about, is iconic. And you'll just have to wait and see it. In the next reading vlog that I post, it's going to be that Control My Day vlog. And if you participated in those polls, you know that there was no context, but the first poll was either Let's Go Girls or Come on Barbie, Let's Go Party. And the latter choice won. And y'all didn't know that you were voting on what shirt I was going to wear for that day. So in this vlog, you will see the Let's Go Girls shirt. And that's the one that I am wearing tonight for the movie. I'm really excited about it. I think it's really cute. But before we left this morning for the little home coffee shop, I did sit down and do a little bit more outlining. I did that for probably like 35 minutes or so. So I have 35 minutes in the bag for the day. But again, we are about to sprint and be productive at least until 4 p.m. tonight before we get ready for the movie. Once the sprints have began, I'm going to sit down and kind of figure out how many more hours I actually need to hit 24 hours. I think it's going to be a little bit intimidating. I don't know how it's going to go today. Maybe the next one, I'll have a little bit less crazy of a timeline for the actual video and it won't matter. So I will purely use the time for reading and writing, which is what I wanted to do. But also this video had to go up this weekend, you know? It is Barbie weekend. So we had to make some choices and do what we have to do. So I'm going to go start the sprints and then I will come back with an updated, like, this is how many hours I still have to do sort of update, and maybe another update for Starling House because that is what I'm reading right now. Or I might sit and finish the outline that I had started this morning because I'm on act 2 of the outline of my novel and I might want to try to like at least finish that little bit before I continue another thing, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have T-1 minute, so I'm gonna go set up. I am editing right now, but I realized that I didn't really give you a final uncompleted thought about Starling House right now because I'm not finished. I will finish it tomorrow, but this vlog is ending tonight. Has ended, past tense, and I'm trying to finish editing, but I realized I didn't do this, so hi, let's do this. I am like exactly like 50 to 52% of the way through the book, and right now I feel good about it. Like, I'm excited to see where it can go from here. It definitely has had a little bit of a slow start. I think I was expecting a little bit more like eerie and gothic sort of vibes because it's described as a gothic fairy tale. And it's not that I'm disappointed or let down. I do think that the book is setting things up for a lot to be revealed in the second half of the story. And I'm really hoping that that's the case because, again, I'm not bored, I'm content, but if the book doesn't pick up and it stays kind of at this caliber and sort of like lesser atmosphere gothic vibes, I will be a little bit disappointed, honestly. But I don't think that's going to happen because there will, well, at least I have high hopes that it won't, because there are little tidbits of like the fairy tale and the folklore and the fact that the house actually has like a personality and like is sort of like a living thing potentially. It's interesting, and I really am enjoying the dynamic between the warden of the house, Arthur, and our main character, what's her name? Opal. Her name's Opal. I do like their dynamic right now. The sexual tension between them is done pretty well. I like that Arthur is sort of the like outcast, misunderstood boy, and he himself obviously is the warden of this very gothic house that is in and of itself interesting and has a lot of secrets that I hope that we learn more and more about. So that being said, sorry to almost leave you hanging, but we're nearing the end of the month, so my wrap up for June and July will be out shortly. If I don't post a Goodreads review, final review for this book will be in that wrap up. However, Greenhouse will probably hear about it tomorrow. Let's be honest. But that being said, okay, we can go back to yesterday, Sydney, and we can add this clip in wherever she sees fit. Thank you. Bye.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go, girls. Reveal of the shirt. We are actually running out of here. If we want to get seats, because this is sold out all weekend, if we actually want to get seats because they're just general admission, not numbered or assigned, we got to get there ASAP. I also just wanted to show you this hat that I got for this vlog that I still haven't worn and I probably won't wear now, but it says, "Come on Barbie, let's go party." And this shirt rocks. I think it's really cute, kind of nostalgic. But yeah, it's time to go to the movie. We are cutting it close as per usual. So we're on our way, but I realized that I didn't really update you on the actual productivity update on what's going on and how I'm doing. And the answer is not that great. I think so far today, I've done like 4.5 hours of productivity. And technically, in order to reach the 24 hours, I'm going to need 5 more hours today. And I don't know if that is physically possible because we're on our way to the Barbie movie, obviously, as you can see. And realistically, we are going to go out to eat afterwards. So I definitely have probably like 3 more hours of productivity left in me for today, but I don't know, 5 is really pushing it. So I might have to take the L on this one and try again another time when I don't have so many activities and errands to run. But one of my patrons, shout out to Sarah, she was like, "I think that you should be able to count the license and passport as productivity," which she's not wrong. So if we're doing that, maybe I would actually hit 24 hours, but I don't know. We'll see how tonight actually ends up. I don't think that realistically I will hit 24, but if we're counting all of the things that I had to do outside of reading, writing, editing, I don't know, maybe they could. But we need our GPS to get us to this little art theater, so I'm going to hop off and plug in the GPS again. But we are almost to the Barbie, which is very exciting. Oh, and look at Caleb's shirt. Very
Barbie!
Immediate thoughts?
What a horrible film!
Shut up!
I'm just kidding, it's hilarious.
It was literally one of the best movies I've ever seen.
It was very good.
I implore you to go see the Barbie movie.
Oh my goodness, what a, like, whoever their set designer was.
It was...
Yeah, that was like...
perfection.
That was really impressively choreographed and done. What a fun theatrical experience.
It was truly hilarious.
Yeah,
I was laughing very hard quite often.
Right.
I cried like 3 times, I'm not gonna lie. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was good.
And now we're gonna go get some burgers.
Get some food. That's cute.
Isn't it kind of cute?
Look at you. Just a Barbie girl. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy.
Hello, demons. It's me, your boy. Wanted to... What are you doing?
Where's my jar?
It's right there.
The jar I always drink water out.
Where you always put it. Wanted to give a quick, like, what's the word?
Addendum?
Addendum. Barbie, absolutely fantastic. I'm giving it 9 out of 10. I was caught up. I was caught up in the emotions. Coming out the theater, you know, vibing with the crowd. Everyone's dressed up. It was a great situation. I was too quick to update the vlog because obviously in our drive from the movie theater to our dinner spot, obviously Caleb and I had chatted about our thoughts and feelings. And I realized that there was one thing about the movie that really bothered me. There was one line that was said towards the end of the movie, and it's not a spoiler, but it talked about motherhood and how in theory the mother stays the same, like stops evolving, so that the child has a point of reference to see how far they grow. And that is like,
that was it.
That was it. And I leaned over to Caleb in the movie theater and I was like, I hate that so much. I hate that so much.
Right.
Because in theory that makes sense to me, but like that is something that I fear about motherhood, is that I don't want to stay the same. I don't want my life to be over if we decide to have children, you know? So that, I don't know. I don't want to get on a soapbox or anything, but that is something that we struggle with, the thought of having a family. And the movie seemed to like perpetuate that.
It was a strange like addition to an otherwise like really positive message.
Yeah, I thought it was really odd that they added that in. Like, I don't know. I feel like there could have been many other lines said at that moment that it was.
And it's not to say that it's not insightful. I
Right.
think in many ways that is accurate.
Yeah, I don't think that it's wrong, but I think that it doesn't have to be that way.
Yes, I think it's kind of like maybe not a great message.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's kind of, you know, personally, right? And you don't have to include this, but personally, I think that our culture like glorifies youth and like, you know, the vibrancy of youth. And obviously, as someone who's like exiting that phase of life, it is kind of difficult to like go into adulthood and not feel like, you know, oh, it's all downhill from here.
Right.
And I feel like that.
And that your life is over.
Yes, and I feel like that like line paid no, you know, regard to, I would say, you know, women or people who are growing up and still changing and still finding themselves.
Yeah.
Like for a movie that like really glorifies that.
It was a weird addition.
It was a weird addition to say that, and then you become a mom and it's done.
Yeah.
Maybe we're interpreting it wrong. It was just,
No,
it
I
just
mean,
seemed weird.
I don't, because again, like I understand what they're saying,
Right.
but I just don't think.
Don't
I think that I don't agree. I think that there are many other ways to look at motherhood, and that's a way of looking at it that I don't agree with and I don't enjoy.
Right.
So even though that could be the case for a lot of people, it doesn't mean that it's the case for everyone. And I think that it was a very absolutist statement. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, and a very pivotal point in the movie.
Yeah,
which
it was
like
like
also
the climax.
Yeah, it was like right in the climax where like all of the kind of messages are being revealed, and I just don't know why that had to be one of them.
I agree. But otherwise,
Otherwise, it's great.
it was absolutely phenomenal. Like just like laugh out loud funny. Again,
hilarious.
sobbed, laughed.
Very funny.
Wow, the monologue of the mom in the crazy Barbie's house, the long rant that she did.
Oh, yeah.
I was like in tears.
Oh yeah.
It was great. Just go watch it. It's worth going to the theaters if you are able.
It was a hoot.
It was a hoot and a holler and a half. But now there are 3 hours left in the day and I need 5 hours to hit 24 hours. Better luck next time.
You could always invent a time machine in
Oh.
these next 3 hours.
Very, very true. Okay, well, I was going to actually not close the vlog out right now and then hopefully, I don't know, give you like a little random clip later and see if I completed the task, but obviously it's physically impossible unless we create a time portal. So I don't think I can do that in 3 hours, so I guess this is the end of the vlog and a big ol' L on my forehead, the shape of an L.
Hey now.
I know. Which is fine. I mean, again,
You did good.
yeah, I did the best I could with the amount of tasks and things that I decided to also do this week on the days that I was trying to be this productive. And I think I was still insanely productive. Let's see, before I sit down and edit for this evening, let me give you a total of hours that I did for this week. I'm sitting at 18 hours and 4 minutes,
Hot dog.
which is still pretty good. I mean,
18 hours?
yeah, but that's in 3 days.
So?
Yeah, I mean, like, it could be better, but it also could be worse. I think the idea of getting to that many hours helped me focus more. I would be interested to see how I would do on days where I truly don't have to go, like, leave the house and spend time doing tasks that take a lot of time, like getting a passport and a new license and name and everything. But with all that being said, I think I will try this challenge again in the future in some capacity, and I'm excited to do so. I think it was super fun. So if you also saw the Boobie movie, demonetized. If you also saw the Barbie movie, let me know down below what your thoughts were. And if you are still watching and don't know what to say, leave the painting nails emoji down below in the comments. And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I always appreciate your support. And of course, be kind to one another and happy reading. Bye.